Hello, I'm Dr. Laura Penn, and welcome to Green Views, a talk show about green issues and green solutions, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. What are designers doing to make their designs more green? To answer this interesting question, I've invited two designers into the studio, Chanh Nguyen, who is the design director, and Jeff Araujo, who is the CEO for Nection Design. Chanh and Jeff, welcome to Green Views. I'd like to start by asking you, how do you define product design?
So for a long time, design was more about creating a nice shape. And you would have the technical team doing the projects, and only at the end they would call the designer to create an attractive shape for the product. And I think it was more superficial, but nowadays it's about finding solutions in a 360 degrees view. So when you integrate design at the beginning of a project, it really becomes a tool for the technical team and helps finding solutions. I think it even goes beyond this now because it mixes with scientific research, new technologies, new materials, and it changes the way of doing things.
Okay, that's very interesting. And I'm curious, how does good design help to make more companies more profitable and more cost-effective?
Well, companies tend to cut costs without really developing a strategy. This can be very, very dangerous for growing the business. At that moment, design can bring very nice tools to reduce costs without losing the quality and even increasing the functionality.
Okay. And I understand that at Nection Design, you incorporate design from the very beginning of a project. Can you explain how that works and how by doing that you may help solve production problems and even make the products more environmentally friendly?
By including design from the beginning, you give the team the right time to understand and discern the problems and the goals of each single development. That way, the technical team plus the design team will be together from the beginning, changing insights and good solutions, and this is going to bring very nice innovations at the end. For example, hybrid functions, solutions to cut materials, and even for the logistics.
That's interesting. And Jeff, you mentioned the word hybrid. How do you define that term?
When we talk about hybrid products, we are talking about products that are already developed with multiple functions, especially when they're disposable packaging. For example, if you take a normal bottle of water, you're gonna drink of it and then throw it away or recycle this. But what if we develop a special cap where after using this for the first time, you recycle this part, and then you give us a toy to your children.
A toy? And how does it work? Oh, I see, there's more. So you collect the caps, and then you can sort of stack them like a game.
Exactly.
All right, so it has a multi-function or a hybrid function.
That was developed for a very innovative company that was trying to reinvent the plastic production.
That's very interesting as a project. I'd like to know, how do you define the difference between reusing and recycling?
So when you talk about reusing, it's like giving a second function to an object that is done with its first purpose. So, for example, you have a bottle of water, you don't want to throw it away, so you're gonna cut it and make a vase out of it. So you can be very creative and reuse a lot of objects, but maybe it's going to be very functional and not so aesthetic. So after we're talking about hybrid products, it's more about giving a first life and a second life, and it's thought from the beginning. And about recycling, it's about reusing materials, so you have to reprocess them, spend a lot of energy, and it has to be carefully planned. Otherwise, it can become very expensive or not so good for the environment.
Can you give me an example of a product that incorporates all of this?
So, for example, we created the moss carpet, which is a carpet filled with natural mosses. So you're gonna use it in your bathroom, for example, when you go out of the shower. It's going to water it. It's like a plant you would have home, but in a different way. And this is made of recycled latex, so it is shredded and then it's recomposed in boards. So you have a special material with different functions.
You are very inspiring, both of you, and thank you very much for your insights. Thank you also for watching. This is Dr. Laura Penn with Green Views, a talk show about green issues and green solutions, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Until next time.